Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors, a straight edge knives pocket EDC cleaver, if you will. Now, I just did a Patreon video Sunday on where I want to be, and I got to be honest with you, this is the kind of stuff, and this is the type of stuff that I want to review. I want to review custom-made stuff. I want to bring you stuff that not everybody's going to bring you. Now, Jasen Fleming over at Straight Edge Knives is as solid as they come. And if you'll remember that little short purple-handled cleaver we've already reviewed, the one on the right, we've already reviewed it, reviewed very, very well. But Jimbo, Jacob Lamb, and myself did a conference call with Jasen, and we had a couple of suggestions, and he went right out and made another one. This is a hand-forged knife by Jasen Fleming. His heat treat's spot on. Now, here's what we did. We elongated the handle. I don't know what the hell I was doing there. There's no telling. Got my little sock on there. We elongated the handle, made it a little thicker, and give us a little more surface to work with. Here's what I want to do. Do a quick intro, watch the knife work, and then I'm going to give you the specs on the knife. Here's the deal. I don't know the steel. I forgot to ask Jasen. It's a slicey dream. Now, before we do the intro, listen, when you see a cleaver, a lot of people think kitchen, that kind of thing, cooking. So we went a different way. I wanted to show it in an EDC manner. I absolutely adore it. I can tell you that. And the truth is, Jasen did a phenomenal job with it. I'm going to show you several different ways of holding it throughout this video. Now, before we jump into the video too much, guys, there was a time in this country where 22 vets a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. Between 15 and 29 is the actual stat. That's why here on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. Man, you have a place here. That's all it means. You're welcome here. We're back to blue over here. We support live. Not everybody does, and I don't ask you to, but I do. I do. A lot of reasons for that, and it's not really up for debate. It's my cause. Having said that, how do you do it, Scabbard? Well, I try not to break the damn law. There are times I do, and if I do, I accept responsibility. And finally, if you're an addict, never quit quitting. So, here's the deal. I like this damn knife a lot more than I thought I would. Now, Jasen did a phenomenal job on the build. He did a phenomenal job on the first one. I have another one to review, and one that Jasen gave me, and I love it. I really do. You'll be seeing that soon. But I want to focus on this knife. Now, here's the thing. This is a cleaver with a point. You can actually do a little stabbing. Now, is it a stabber? No. But I promise you, if I needed to, I could back somebody off of me pretty quick with it. Let me give you a couple statistics here on the length of the blade as you watch the knife work. Now, understand this too. That's steel belted sandblast hose. I took it to work to get some industrial type stuff in, and then I brought it home and did some of my stump stuff. You're going to see it slide under these zip ties. Jasen was spot on with his heat treat. He really, really, really was. And here's the thing, guys, just so you know, it came razor sharp. I took the damn thing to Blackie's and I used it there. I wanted to get used to using it. The handle I adore. So let's start off with this. The handle is right at 4¼ inches long. The inner grip is right at, let's get a good measurement on 3¾ Now here's the deal though. It fits snug and it's meant to. It also has a 90-degree spine. The blade length is about 4 1/8 with a cutting surface of 3 7/8. The blade at its widest point is 2 inches. Nah, it's about 1 7/8 inches. At its narrowest point, it's about 1.5 inches. So you get a unique cleaver style blade. We're doing the Donnie B all day drop test, throw it at the stump test, scabs tripping on shit test, and it's about 1/8 inch thick. And I might be wrong in that. It's not much thicker than that if it is. Now it's right on 1/8. Might be a little bit more. But the thing is this, it's very, very comfortable in hand. The handle scales are very comfortable. It's easy to manipulate. With this one, the build is good, okay? I want to focus more on the handle design, the design of it, how it would work as a pocket EDC cleaver. Some people like them, some people don't. I understand that. The beauty of my channel is this. I'm going to show you a little bit of everything. You don't have to like everything. I get it. I took this with me to Blackie's, and I actually asked Dakota. Now, Dakota has a channel, Dakota in the Woods, phenomenal channel. Check him out. To give us thoughts. I thought he was going to say, you know, cooking. He went right into kind of an EDC thing and seen the benefits of it like I did. I think you could do anything from starting a fire. Now, we're going to do a little batoning, but here's the deal. It has a sharpening choil, and it's okay to do a little light batoning if you're using a softer piece of wood, and that's what we're doing here. Now, again, we're going to cover batoning in a blade talk coming up, but here's the thing. I didn't want to do any heavy stuff. There's no need to do a heavy stuff. This thing will do whatever you need it to do. I think it's perfect to be around camp. I really do. You can start a fire with it. You can cook with it, obviously. You can do a little shelter prep with it. You can do some carving with it. It's a great slicer. Overall, it's a great little utility knife, more so than I thought it was. I actually like the addition of the tip. I like the way the back is done with that dip. It's very comfortable to put your thumb on or to extend that pointer finger to do some pinch type cuts, some old man type cuts. As far as a self-defense type thing, y'all know how much I enjoy talking about that. And if you're new here, I don't at all. But the truth is, you could pull this out in a hurry. You could get some good slashes in. I would envision this in a Kydex sheath with an ulti-clip slid in your front pocket. And again, it's got that little, let me look at the, in 1 second, I want to pull a measurement here. You've probably got right at a 1/4 inch of a tip coming out. I promise you, if you know what you're doing and use it correctly, you could get somebody off of you very, very quickly. Now, you've seen us doing a little wire stripping. We're going to do a little log splitting here. What I wanted to do is just hold it in a bunch of different positions. I wanted to do some different things with it. I just wanted to try it out. I had an absolute blast with this blade. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's, you know, my fascination with sharp edges. Maybe it's just my love of all blades. But I see a lot of potential. Now, let's focus on this. I'm just going to be quiet for a minute. I put this thing through the ringer. Like I was saying, I see a lot of potential here. The more I use it, the more I love it. Now, you say, Scab, I wouldn't use that to stab. Well, I wouldn't either. The point of this channel is not always to do things that you'd normally do. I just want to see if it'll do it. It's a hell of a slicer, hell of a cutter. I've held it all kind of different ways. And again, right now my hands are very, very susceptible to hot spots. Really, truly, honestly, Jasen did an amazing job with this handle. It feels very good in hand. Let me give you a handle thickness just to kind of stay on course with what we're doing. It's right at, handle thickness is right at 5/8. So you got a pretty good handle width. Again, right at about 5/8. So you've got a handle that feels really good in hand, no hot spots, everything is rounded nicely. And even though there's a 90-degree spine on this back edge here, and you've seen it being able to strike a ferrocenium rod, you could also put that blade upside down and use that spine for like a fleshing tool, a debarking tool, kind of a stripping tool. There is a lot here to work with that I'm really, really seeing. A lot of potential here. Some of the things that we do, like I was saying, like stabbing. Are you going to stab with it? No. But it's good to know you can. The other thing with that tip is this, it's also good for a little fine work. Now, here's the deal. I didn't do the back, this part much, cutting the paper. The edge is there. Megan was talking to her sister, so I didn't want to make a lot of noise, just to be honest with you. And I thought, hey, there's a better way to do the overall sharpness. This is a piece of rock hard, solid lighter knot. That's just pine that's infused and induced with sap that's hardened up. This thing peeled it like it wasn't there. The edge is spot on. And again, you can put the sharpness you desire. Like if I wanted to use this as a kitchen tool, you could take that blade profile probably down to, I'd say, a 16 or 17 degree. Now that would be for camp cooking, things like that, or cooking in the kitchen. You could put a good 20 degree on it for a good utilitarian type thing. And I'm thinking we're close to that here. You see it just strip it up. And again, very, very comfortable in hand. Overall, I absolutely adore this thing. Jason, great job. Thank you for letting me check it out. And again, this is kind of where I want to go with the channel, okay? I want to get more into this, and I enjoy it. And Jason, thank you for letting me. Guys, the thing I want you to remember is this: straight edge knives. Jasen Fleming, awesome dude. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son. Love y'all.